So please can I ask your name and how long you've worked in a Wall Garden restaurant?
Yvonne Gunn, and I've worked 17 years in the Wall Garden of
Okay.
the 20 years that I've worked here.
Approximately how many customers would you say dine on a weekday through the whole day?
Through the whole day, dining, I would say about 70. But as we opened as a coffee shop, we were busy all day from 10 in the morning doing tea, coffee, tea cakes, scones, etc. So we could take up to 100 people.
Yeah. And did you have people queuing outside, or when the
Yes.
restaurant was full, would you just turn people away?
No, people queued outside, and we had a kind of a rota system because I was a greeter-seater at the beginning.
Right.
And we had a pad where we would sit them in the lounge and go around, check how many tables were close to finishing, give them a rough guide of how long they'd have to wait.
Okay.
And then
it was
ship
personal
them over,
choice.
and they could either stay or go, but 99% of them would have a coffee while they waited.
So they'd
Or
stay.
a drink, yeah.
And how many customers would you say dined on the weekend? Would you say that was the same or
Weekends,
different?
it was very busy,
Okay.
especially in the evenings. They would have people sat in the hotel lounge waiting for tables.
Right,
So I
okay.
would say there'd still be, it's 100 capacity, so we would more or less be full.
You'd be full.
Yeah.
And just an approximate guess, how many customers in 1 week would you say you'd get through the door?
Good blimey. 600?
600.
Yeah.
Would you say you were completely full every day of the week?
More or less, yeah.
Yeah, and then you'd have people queuing outside as well. How many days was the restaurant open?
7?
7, and was that AM to PM?
Yeah, straight through.
Did you promote any specials on the menu?
Bistro, they had a bistro menu, a 3-course for a set price,
Yeah.
changing it fortnightly.
Did they do any specials? As you said, they did coffee and cake. Was there an offer on, or were they just?
We did used to provide for coach trips,
Right.
52-seater coaches, a coffee and biscuits at a set price. I think it was $2.95 a head, and then it went up to $3 something a head.
Right.
But they used to come early morning,
Right.
10 o'clock, and be out by 11.
Okay. So the bistro special that you've just been telling me about, approximately what percentage on guests would you say ordered on the
I
special?
would say 90% of them, especially during the day, because it ran during the day.
Right.
Evenings was probably more a la carte, but I didn't work the evenings, but during the day, yeah.
Do you know if any of the food were pre-prepared, or was it all just freshly made?
Fish cakes, etc., would be prepped and ready, but
Right.
nothing was pre-cooked or anything.
Everything was
freshly
fresh.
done.
And how regular would you say that the menu changed?
The bistro menu changed fortnightly, and the main menu, I think it must have changed about every 12 months. They'd alter things on it, but
Yeah,
basic
not change the whole-
staples would stay on, but they would change other things.
Sorry, just going back to the specials. Did you have like specials for a certain day? Did you promote anything?
No,
No.
not particularly, no.
No. Okay, it was just the bistro.
Just the bistro, really.
Right. Okay. And would you know what the staffing levels were during the day?
We'd probably have about 7 during the day, waitresses and bar staff, and 1 in the kitchen. So
Right.
because it was split into 3 sections, section A, B and C, 1, 2 and 3.
Yeah.
We'd have a customer host on each section, a person on the bar to take the drinks out to the tables, and a couple in the kitchen bringing the food out.
Right. And would the staffing levels change for the evening, or
You'd
would they
probably
stay the
get
same?
a couple more in the evening as well.
And would that be due to extra bookings?
Extra bookings and things, because we did bookings and walk-ins all
Okay.
the time.
And what were your staffing levels during the weekend as opposed to weekday? Were they the same over the weekend?
There'd be a couple extra in of Saturday and Sunday evenings probably, because it was always busy.
Yeah. Do you know if the restaurant promoted any offers?
It used to do a free bottle of wine, a loyalty card type offer at one
Yeah.
stage, but I can't remember any other specific offers.
Okay, so the loyalty, and was that? Would you say that was successful? Did you get a lot of?
Oh yeah, we did get a lot of people come with the
loyalty cards. Do you know if there was any pre-ordering required when people booked?
We did ask if big tables over 6
Yeah.
would pre-order,
Yeah.
but not always. It wasn't a requisite of getting a table that you had to pre-order. But
It was just choice.
Yeah. for the chefs.
That's fine. And would you require a deposit as well as a pre-ordering? Or?
No, we never used to take a deposit up to a few years ago at Christmas, where the tables over 6 and things like that, they asked for deposits.
Okay. Do you know how the restaurant used to be advertised?
Mostly word of mouth. A lot of it was word of mouth.
So it was just
Mr.
a reputation.
When we opened, Mr. Toppings said was, if we were good, people would come because other people would tell them.
Yeah.
And they didn't really advertise a great deal. Later on, they'd send flyers out. Somebody would go around the local district putting things through letterboxes with offers on and what was going on. But a lot of it was word of mouth.
So it was just down to the reputation.
Lots of it was return visitors, regular customers.
Yeah. So based on your observations over the years, in your own opinion, why do you think the restaurant lost a lot of customers?
Mostly because when the garden centre moved, everybody went to the new garden centre. And so they kind of panicked here and stopped doing the morning coffees, cakes, etc. Started opening at lunchtime only. Then we got a new management firm in not long ago when Mr. Topping stepped down, and they put the prices up, altered everything, made it more a la carte type restaurant, which didn't fit with what we already had.
With what your regular guests would expect. Yeah.
And people just stopped coming. And unfortunately, once they stop, they find new places to go. So you would say that it was due to the garden centre moving and a new
management, really.
It was a management company,
right?
And I think they were looking at it as something more upmarket than it actually is.
Right.
You know, it was good food, reasonable prices, comfortable, home from home type thing was the original thing that Mr. Topping wanted.
Yeah. I've noticed in the restaurant you have a lounging area.
Yeah.
Was that used quite often
Always,
as well?
Yeah.
Would people eat there, or was that just
people
used for
did
drinks?
Eat there, yeah. They'd sit and eat their dinners on the knee, and that was the thing. Any time, any place, anywhere, they could eat where they wanted, wear what they wanted,
so it gave them that, gave that unique feel
home feel. And people did keep coming back because they were comfortable.
Right.
We had a lot of ladies as well on their own that won't go in a bar for a drink, but would come here and sit and drink because they felt comfortable. They didn't feel out of place here.
Right. And do you still get that?
So I don't think they do. No.
Wow.
And we used to do coffee and teas in the morning, so they'd come in at 11, meet up at 11, and a lot of them would still be here at 3 o'clock.
So
they'd
they'd
have
stay
lunch
for
and
lunch,
then start having cakes and things. So you kept the business.
Yeah. And you would say that business was kept by opening up in the morning.
Yeah.
And that brought people in to then stay
and
on.
It was just, it was comfortable and friendly, and you could have more or less what you wanted. If you asked for a dish that was on the menu, but you didn't want that particular potatoes, you wanted something else, we would just go and say to the chef, can they have that with that? Yes, it's on menu, fine, no problem.
Okay.
Nothing was
would you
too
say,
much trouble.
do you find that problem now?
It seems to
Is
be
it
now
subject
that it's
to availability?
too rigid. Yeah,
Okay.
it's just rigid. That's what we're doing, and that's what we're doing.
So there's no compromising,
there doesn't
really?
No, it doesn't seem to be.
Okay.
And it seems to be that the chefs are now running what the restaurant does and how we do it.
So you feel like a lot of customers do go away disappointed?
Yeah.
And then none of them really...
Well, they don't come back.
Yeah.
It's a community. It's only a small place, isn't it? And it's not a place that if it hasn't got its own clientele, people aren't going to drive this far.
No.
If they've heard bad reports.
Yeah.
You know, because we're in a bit of an odd place, really. We're not in the middle of a town. They did try to change it kind of into a bistro and things like that, a wine bar. But people walk round in like Manchester city centre to wine bars, don't they? They don't travel and then after you have one glass of wine you can't drive, so you've got to get home.
So it didn't really work out.
So it didn't really work, no.
No. Well, thank you for your time.
You're welcome.